What if everything you've been told about the universe, about God, and about yourself has been a lie? What if the reality you've been living is nothing but a carefully constructed illusion, one designed to keep you blind to the true nature of existence? For centuries, we've been taught a certain narrative, one that dictates our understanding of the cosmos, of life, and of our place in it. We've been conditioned to accept that the universe is a random, chaotic place, that we, as human beings, are insignificant, and that God is something distant and unknowable. But what if none of this is true? What if the truth has been hidden from us all along, deliberately obscured to keep us from realizing the deeper mysteries of existence? In the Urantia book, this very question is raised, not in the form of mere speculation, but as a challenge to the entire structure of our beliefs. The book dares to ask the questions that most of us have been too afraid or too conditioned to ask. It calls into question everything we've been taught about the universe, about the divine, and about the nature of the soul. Could it be that the truths we have blindly accepted are not truths at all? And if they are not, what lies beyond the veil of our limited understanding? The opening of the Urantia book begins by challenging the assumptions that have been drilled into us over centuries. It invites us to open our minds to a new perspective, one that is not bound by the limitations of our traditional beliefs. The book beckons us to explore a deeper, more structured understanding of life, the universe, and ourselves. It calls us to reconsider what we think we know and to seek the truth that has been hidden just beyond our grasp. This is not an invitation to abandon everything you believe, but rather to question it, to dig deeper, to ask the questions that have been silenced for too long. What if the universe is not random, but is, in fact, a carefully designed system with a higher purpose? What if our souls are not mere accidents of evolution, but are part of a larger cosmic plan, one that spans across time, space, and dimensions we have yet to understand? The hidden truths that the Urantia book presents are not easy to digest, and they may force you to confront uncomfortable realities. But in doing so, they offer the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe and your own soul. The questions that were once forbidden, the questions that we were told not to ask, are now the gateway to a new understanding of existence. And in that understanding lies the truth that has been hidden from us for so long. As you embark on this journey, remember, this is not about blind belief. This is about awakening to the truth that is within you. This is about challenging the beliefs that have held you captive and stepping into a new reality, one where you are not just a passive observer, but an active participant in the cosmic design. It is time to ask the questions, explore the unknown, and uncover the hidden truths that have been kept from us. The Urantia book invites you to do just that, and in doing so, it opens the door to a new world, one where the truth is no longer hidden, but fully revealed. Imagine a message, ancient and profound, not delivered by human hands, but passed down through celestial intelligences, beings far beyond our understanding, from realms that exist outside our physical world. This is the essence of the Urantia book, a forbidden text, hidden from public knowledge for reasons still veiled in mystery, but waiting to be uncovered by those who are ready to challenge everything they've been told about reality. For centuries, we've been taught that our understanding of the universe, of life, and of our souls is complete, that we know the truth. But what if everything we've believed is merely a fragment of a far larger and more intricate design? The Urantia book reveals that the knowledge we've accumulated is far from whole. It suggests that what we know about the universe, about God, and about our very existence is incomplete, and that the answers we seek lie in a hidden, cosmic truth, one that has been deliberately concealed from us. This book does not conform to the traditional formats of religious or philosophical texts. It is not a human creation, nor does it follow any conventional ideology. Instead, it offers a message from higher intelligences, beings who have transcended the boundaries of time and space, conveying truths that human minds have yet to fully comprehend. These beings, whose knowledge far surpasses our own, offer a vision of existence that goes beyond our everyday understanding. They show us that the universe is not a random accident or a chaotic system, but a vast and purposeful creation, finely tuned to ensure the evolution of life and the development of consciousness. What the Urantia book proposes is nothing short of revolutionary. It suggests that humanity's perception of reality is limited, incomplete, and flawed. The answers we've been searching for, about the meaning of life, our purpose in the universe, and the nature of God, are not confined to the small, isolated view we have grown accustomed to. Instead, this book opens the doors to an entirely new way of thinking, one that can only be grasped by those who are willing to set aside their preconceived notions and embrace the unknown. The truths within the Urantia book promise to unlock a deeper understanding of ourselves, our souls, and the cosmos. It reveals that we are not solitary beings wandering through an indifferent universe, but integral parts of a vast, interconnected system. Our souls are not merely products of random evolution, but conscious entities on a journey of growth, destined for higher levels of spiritual understanding. The book invites us to step into a new world, a world of limitless possibility, where the boundaries of our understanding expand, and we begin to recognize the profound purpose behind our existence. But this world is not for the faint-hearted. It requires us to let go of old, limiting beliefs and open our minds to a higher understanding of the cosmos. It demands that we look beyond the familiar and embrace the unknown. The truths contained in the Urantia book will challenge you, push you out of your comfort zone, and ask you to see the universe in an entirely new light. So, are you ready to take the leap? To open the door to a new, more expansive view of reality? If so, the Urantia book is waiting for you, offering you the keys to unlock the mysteries of the universe and your own soul. It is a forbidden message, yes, but one that, if embraced, will change everything you thought you knew. Imagine a man, deep in sleep, speaking words that are not his own, words that contain profound cosmic knowledge, detailing the nature of the universe, the evolution of the soul, and the existence of unseen spiritual beings. This was the mysterious beginning of the Urantia book. Its birth is unlike any other book in history. It was not written by human hands, nor was it the product of ordinary intellect. Instead, it came from a source far beyond our earthly understanding, a revelation from celestial intelligences, transmitted through the inexplicable phenomenon of a man speaking in his sleep. The man in question, who has remained largely unknown, experienced what many would call a divine transmission. While in a deep state of sleep, he began to speak aloud, revealing a flood of knowledge that spanned cosmic realms and spiritual realities. These were not mere dreams or random thoughts, but coherent, structured messages that discussed the true nature of the universe, the origin of life, and the intricacies of spiritual evolution. The content of these spoken words was later transcribed and compiled, forming the foundation of the Urantia book, a text that would eventually be published in 1955. The very manner of its creation challenges our understanding of how knowledge is typically transmitted. Unlike other texts, which are written from the perspective of human experience and intellectual endeavor, the Urantia book is said to be the result of a direct, divine revelation from beings beyond our comprehension. These beings, described as higher intelligences, communicated their wisdom to the sleeping man, who then unconsciously relayed it to the world. It is as if the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds was momentarily lifted, allowing knowledge from higher realms to flow freely into the waking world. This phenomenon of a person speaking profound truths during sleep, seemingly without any control or conscious effort, hints at a deeper, more mysterious connection between the material and spiritual realms. The man was not consciously dictating or inventing these teachings. He was merely a conduit through which the knowledge was passed. It is this extraordinary process that makes the Urantia book stand apart from all other texts. Its origins are not rooted in the human mind, but in a higher cosmic consciousness that transcends time, space, and even human understanding. The content of the book itself is just as extraordinary. The messages transmitted through the man's sleep describe the structure of the universe, the purpose of life, and the progression of the soul through various stages of spiritual evolution. It speaks of the existence of celestial beings, divine intelligences who oversee the cosmic order and guide the development of life throughout the universe. It discusses the true nature of God, the relationship between humanity and the divine, and the path each soul must walk toward enlightenment and divine unity. In 1955, after years of transcription and compilation, the Urantia book was finally released to the public. Its arrival was met with a mixture of skepticism, awe, and curiosity. Some viewed it as an outlandish collection of mystical teachings, while others saw it as a profound revelation of cosmic truths. Regardless of the initial reception, its contents sparked a worldwide movement of those seeking deeper understanding of their place in the universe. The birth of the Urantia book remains one of the most enigmatic and mysterious events in modern spiritual history. A book that emerged from an unknown source, passed through the hands of a sleeping man, and ultimately became a gateway to cosmic knowledge. It challenges everything we think we know about how truth is revealed. The Urantia book is not just a book. It is a living testament to the mysteries that lie beyond our comprehension, waiting for those who are willing to open their minds and hearts to the unimaginable. This strange and mystical origin story sets the stage for the revelations contained within the book. It invites us to question not just the nature of the book itself, but the very nature of reality and the ways in which we receive knowledge. If the Urantia book can emerge from such an extraordinary event, what does that say about the sources of wisdom and knowledge that we have yet to discover? Could it be that the universe itself is speaking to us in ways we have yet to fully understand? Through the strange birth of this cosmic revelation, we are invited to explore not just the contents of the Urantia book, but the very nature of our connection to the cosmos and the mysterious ways in which we are all part of a much larger, divine plan. Imagine a universe not governed by chaos, but by a profound intelligence and purpose, where every star, every galaxy, and every living being plays a crucial role in the unfolding cosmic drama. This is the core message of the Urantia book, a revelation that challenges our most deeply held beliefs about the nature of existence. For so long, we have been taught to view the universe as a random collection of particles and forces, an accident of nature without meaning or intention. But what if that view was completely wrong? The Urantia book unveils a radically different concept. The universe is not some vast, empty space filled with random events. It is an intricately designed, purposeful system, one that operates with supreme intelligence and order. Far from being chaotic, the universe is a harmonious whole, a grand design where every element, from the smallest subatomic particle to the largest galaxies, serves a specific purpose. The idea of a random universe, governed by chance and circumstance, is replaced by the idea of a purposeful, intelligent system, created with a specific end in mind. This new cosmic vision reveals that we are not merely passive observers of the universe. Instead, we are active participants in a greater plan. Every being, every life, every thought has a purpose. From the cells in our bodies to the stars in the sky, everything is interconnected, playing its part in the evolution of the universe. Just as a single note in a symphony contributes to the overall melody, so too does every individual soul play a role in the grand cosmic scheme. What the Urantia book presents is nothing short of a cosmic blueprint, a design that shows how everything in the universe is working together for a higher purpose. Every planet, every civilization, every soul is progressing toward a greater state of spiritual evolution, learning, and enlightenment. The universe is a place of growth and development, and humanity is no exception. We are not an accidental species, struggling to survive in a meaningless void. We are part of a living, evolving cosmos, where each of us has a role to play in the ongoing development of the universe itself. This concept of a purposeful universe is not limited to the physical world. It extends to the spiritual realm as well, where souls evolve through different stages, growing closer to the divine with each step. The Urantia book explains that our souls are not simply born, live, and die without meaning. We are eternal beings on a journey of spiritual development, moving toward a higher, divine state of being. This journey is not random, but part of a divine plan that has been unfolding since the dawn of time. The idea that the universe is purposeful is not just a philosophical concept. It is a practical guide for understanding our place in the world. It means that our lives have meaning, that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. Every challenge, every success, every relationship is part of the grand design. The struggles we face are not random or meaningless. They are opportunities for growth and learning, helping us evolve spiritually and contribute to the cosmic purpose of the universe. As we come to understand that the universe is purposeful, we begin to see ourselves differently. We are not isolated individuals struggling for survival. We are co-creators with the divine, each of us contributing to the unfolding of a greater cosmic plan. This realization brings a sense of peace, knowing that our lives have a deeper significance, that every moment we live is part of a much larger story. The Urantia book invites us to see the universe not as a place of random events and accidents, but as a perfectly designed system, full of meaning and purpose. This is the cosmic vision it presents, a vision that challenges our limited understanding of reality and invites us to step into a new, expansive view of the universe. In this view, we are not alone, but part of a vast, interconnected cosmos, each of us playing a unique role in the unfolding of divine purpose. Through this understanding, we are not merely surviving. We are evolving, growing, and contributing to the grand design of the universe. This cosmic purpose, this divine plan, is not just a distant ideal but a living reality. It is happening right now, in every moment, in every soul. And we are part of it. The Urantia book shows us the way forward, inviting us to embrace our role in this grand design, to evolve spiritually, and to contribute to the unfolding cosmic purpose of the universe. For centuries, we have been taught to view Jesus as the Savior of humanity, a divine figure who came to earth to die for our sins, offering us salvation through his death. This narrative has shaped not only religious doctrine, but also the way we perceive the divine, the human experience, and the path to spiritual growth. But what if this traditional understanding of Jesus is not the whole story? What if the true purpose of Jesus' life and mission was not to serve as a sacrificial lamb, but to be a living example of spiritual evolution, a model for us to follow on our own journey of growth and transformation? The Urantia book presents a radically different view of Jesus, one that invites us to see him not as a distant, unapproachable deity, but as a creator son, an immortal spiritual being who voluntarily chose to incarnate on earth to experience human life. Far from merely dying to redeem humanity, Jesus came to show us the way to demonstrate the path of spiritual development, the process of self-realization, and the steps necessary for each soul to ascend toward divine perfection. Jesus' life is presented as a template for how we, as human beings, can evolve spiritually and become more like the divine. This new understanding of Jesus challenges us to see him as more than just a sacrificial figure. Instead of focusing solely on his death, the Urantia book emphasizes the entirety of his life, his teachings, his struggles, his triumphs, and most importantly, the way he lived. Jesus did not come to be worshipped as a savior who would absolve humanity of its sins. Instead, He came to show us that we each have the potential to embody divine qualities and to live in harmony with the cosmic order. His life was not about rescuing us from the consequences of our actions, but about showing us how to transcend our limitations and live in alignment with higher spiritual truths. According to the Urantia book, Jesus' mission was to reveal the true nature of God and to demonstrate how every human being can access the divine within themselves. He was not just a supernatural being with miraculous powers. He was a fully human person who lived with the same challenges and struggles that we do. Through his life, Jesus exemplified the spiritual path, how to live with love, compassion, humility, and wisdom. He showed us how to confront adversity, how to grow through hardship, and how to evolve spiritually by aligning ourselves with the divine will. In the Urantia book, Jesus is described as the Creator's Son, a being who volunteered to experience life on earth as part of his spiritual mission. His life on earth was not an anomaly or a one-time event. It was a conscious choice to undergo the human experience in order to teach us the principles of spiritual growth. He came to show us how we can overcome our limitations, transcend our material desires, and become co-creators with the divine in the unfolding of the universe. By viewing Jesus in this way, we begin to see him not as a figure to worship from a distance, but as a brother, a teacher, and a guide. His life was not about his personal sacrifice for us. It was about his demonstration of the path that all souls can follow. His teachings were not just for his time, but for all times, offering a timeless blueprint for spiritual evolution. Through his life, Jesus showed us that divinity is not something reserved for a select few, but something that is accessible to all of us, if we choose to walk the path of spiritual growth. This new understanding of Jesus as a cosmic model, rather than a savior, reshapes our entire approach to spirituality. It shifts the focus from asking for salvation to actively pursuing spiritual evolution. It empowers us to take responsibility for our own spiritual growth, to understand that we too can evolve and transform, just as Jesus did. By looking to his life as a model, we can learn how to live more fully, more consciously, and more in harmony with the divine order of the universe. In this vision, Jesus becomes not just a distant figure of worship, but a living example of what we can become, a being who, through his life, embodied divine principles and showed us the way to spiritual perfection. Through his life, we are invited to embark on our own journey of spiritual evolution, to follow the path of self-realization, and to become the divine beings we are meant to be. By rewriting the story of Jesus in this way, the Urantia book offers us a new path forward, a path of spiritual growth, not through reliance on external salvation, but through our own conscious efforts to evolve, to transcend, and to align with the divine. The history of Earth, as presented in the Urantia book, is far from the conventional story we are taught. It is a history marked by a cosmic rebellion, an event that altered the very course of human evolution and our connection to the larger universe. According to this profound text, Earth was once part of a vast, interconnected cosmic system, a network of planets and civilizations linked together under divine order. but something went terribly wrong. The narrative begins with a rebellion led by Lucifer, a powerful spiritual being who sought to challenge the established cosmic order. His rebellion was not merely a localized act of defiance, but a sweeping cosmic event that had far-reaching consequences. Lucifer's rebellion resulted in Earth being cut off from the greater universe, and for eons, humanity has been left to evolve in isolation from the rest of the cosmic family. This cosmic schism, the fall of Earth, is not presented in the Urantia book as a punishment or a final judgment on humanity, but as a temporary disruption in the natural order of things. It was not a permanent curse, but a setback in the progress of the human soul. The rebellion of Lucifer, though deeply impactful, is framed as a situation that humanity must overcome, a challenge we must rise above in order to fulfill our divine potential. In this new perspective, Earth's history is not one of inherent failure or eternal damnation. Instead, it is the story of a planet and a people that were subjected to a cosmic trial, a trial that was never meant to define us, but to strengthen us. The separation from the greater cosmic order has been a painful experience for humanity, but it has also provided an opportunity for growth, learning, and spiritual evolution. The fall of Earth, as described in the Urantia book, is not the end of the story, but a chapter in the ongoing journey of the soul, both individually and collectively. The Urantia book explains that the rebellion of Lucifer was not solely about defiance of divine authority, but about the introduction of new ideas and new ways of thinking about spiritual freedom and personal responsibility. While his actions resulted in a catastrophic separation from the rest of the universe, it also presented humanity with the opportunity to forge its own path, to learn the value of free will, and to understand the importance of choosing the right path even in the face of great temptation. As Earth's history unfolded, the effects of this cosmic rebellion shaped the development of human civilization. For millennia, humans have struggled with confusion, suffering, and a sense of isolation, largely due to this disconnection from the larger cosmic family. But the Urantia book does not leave us in a state of despair. Rather, it offers a hopeful vision of the future, one in which humanity can overcome the consequences of this rebellion and reintegrate into the greater cosmic order. The key to overcoming this rebellion and healing the wounds caused by Earth's fall lies in our collective spiritual evolution. As individuals, we must awaken to the higher truths of the universe, recognize the divine purpose that underlies all of existence, and work together to transcend the limitations imposed upon us by this cosmic disconnection. The ultimate goal is not just to survive, but to evolve, to reconnect with the larger spiritual family of the universe, and to fulfill our divine purpose as co-creators with the cosmos. The Urantia book presents a message of hope and redemption. The fall of Earth was never meant to be a permanent condition. It is a temporary phase in the spiritual evolution of our planet, one that we can overcome through spiritual growth, unity, and the recognition of our true divine nature. The rebellion of Lucifer, while significant, is not the end of the story. It is merely one chapter in a much larger narrative, one that leads to the eventual reintegration of Earth and humanity into the cosmic family, where we will fulfill our place in the greater spiritual order. This cosmic vision offers a powerful message for humanity. It challenges us to look beyond the limitations of our current understanding and to see the greater purpose behind our struggles. The fall of Earth is not something to be mourned forever, but an opportunity to rise, to heal, and to reconnect with the vast and purposeful universe that awaits us. The Urantia book invites us to embrace this cosmic journey, to recognize our role in the unfolding of divine evolution, and to move forward with hope and determination. The Urantia book does not demand blind faith. It does not require you to accept its teachings on the authority of its cosmic authorship alone. Instead, it invites you to explore, to question, and to reflect on the profound and transformative ideas it presents. At its core, the Urantia book is an invitation to awaken, a call to transcend the limitations of your current understanding and step into a deeper, more expansive connection with the universe and with your own soul. For too long, we have been conditioned to believe that the truth exists only in the physical world, that the material is all that matters, and that our lives are confined to the surface-level experiences we encounter. But the Urantia book reveals that this is not the full truth. The real truth, the deeper reality, lies not in the world around us, but within us. The awakening it speaks of is not about discovering something external, but about turning inward, about accessing the inner wisdom and divine potential that already resides within each of us. This book calls on you to question everything you've been told about existence, about God, about the nature of reality, and to begin the process of self-discovery. It urges you to understand that the answers you seek are not out there in the material world, but within your own soul. It is an invitation to awaken to your true divine nature, to reconnect with the deeper aspects of yourself that have been obscured by the distractions and illusions of everyday life. As you begin to explore the ideas presented in the Urantia book, you will start to realize that you are not just a physical being living in a vast, indifferent universe. You are a soul, an eternal spiritual entity on a journey of growth and evolution. The universe, far from being a random collection of matter and forces, is a living, intelligent system that is intricately connected to your own spiritual evolution. The truths of the universe are not something to be discovered externally. They are to be realized within you as you awaken to your deeper consciousness and divine purpose. The Urantia book invites you to go beyond the material world and transcend the limitations of your current understanding. It calls you to move beyond the confines of the self-imposed boundaries that have kept you from fully experiencing the divine presence within you. The book presents a vision of life that goes beyond the ordinary, a vision of a soul's journey toward ultimate spiritual fulfillment and divine unity. It encourages you to look within and discover your true nature, to awaken to your inner divinity and to your place in the grand design of the cosmos. This invitation to transcend is not an easy path. It requires introspection, self-examination, and a willingness to let go of old beliefs and paradigms that no longer serve you. It asks you to confront your deepest fears, your limiting thoughts, and your doubts about your own potential. But as you begin this journey, you will discover that the more you connect with your soul, the more you will understand your true purpose in the universe. You are not just a body living in a physical world. You are a soul on an eternal journey of growth and transformation. And the Urantia book provides the tools, the wisdom, and the guidance to help you navigate this journey. It reminds you that the universe is not just a vast, impersonal system of matter and energy. It is a living, intelligent, and purposeful entity that is deeply connected to your soul's evolution. By awakening to this truth, you will begin to experience a profound shift in your perception of reality, a shift that will allow you to transcend the limitations of the material world and reconnect with your true divine self. This is the invitation the Urantia book offers: to awaken, to transcend, and to discover the divine truths that lie within you. It is an invitation to embark on a journey of spiritual discovery, to connect with the deeper realms of existence, and to realize your place in the vast and interconnected universe. The answers you seek are not out there. They are within you, waiting to be awakened. By accepting this invitation, you will begin to align yourself with the higher purpose of the universe, and your soul's journey will become one of profound awakening, spiritual evolution, and divine connection. The universe is calling you to awaken, to transcend, and to remember the truth of who you really are. Will you answer the call?